I'm Kaye, and I'm a late bloomer. Southern California means year-round gardening. In Season 2 of Late Bloomer, we pick up where we left off, planting the winter garden. Watch how I converted my warm season garden to a very cool one. If you're a beginning gardener, you might find yourself unprepared for fall planting. I was, with my warm season vegetables still occupying my space and time, and my sunflowers kept me captive. How do you know what vegetables to plant in the fall and what to plant in the spring? It says it right on the seed packet. That's how I knew what to buy. Also, you gotta plant what you like to eat. After I pulled out the corn stalks August 11th, I had to recondition that end of the parkway. That same day, I planted carrot seed in barrels. 3 weeks later, they looked like this. 4 weeks later, I had arugula sprouts. On August 28th, my son Walker and I put in a drip line, then loaded in the organic compost. That section of parkway was ready for something wonderful. Because we make a lot of green juice, I was eager to try growing my own celery. I was too impatient to wait for seeds to sprout, so I planted 6 seedlings. The rest of the garden was direct seeded. Have you ever had a fig beetle buzz by your head? This fig beetle zoomed by my head, plowed into the compost, and started burrowing in. I'd never seen one up close, so I captured it in a jar. Fig beetles are the most magnificent iridescent green. When it got tired of its close-up, it shot out of there. October the 12th, the celery had tripled in size. By mid-October, I was harvesting a few thin stalks with my summer vegetables. While planting rosemary, I came across this grub. This is the larva of a fig beetle. Can you believe it turns into something so beautiful? The grubs can do a lot of damage to your lawn. I actually kept this one. I just have to wait 6 months to see if it pupates into a fig beetle. Can you tell I like bugs? Meanwhile, I had planted my potting station. That smells good. With spinach, baby kale, cilantro, and arugula to go with my carrots. By November the 1st, it was time to harvest celery for juicing. I barely spotted this perfectly camouflaged celery looper. After they fatten up on your vegetables, they form a cocoon on a leaf. This one met a sudden fate. I won't go into details. Let's just say there's no larvae in this juice. When you have a small garden, you need to maximize all your sunny areas for growing vegetables. Here I planted beets, mesclun salad mix, and I circled the rose bush with parsley. November 17th, I got the tomato bed and watermelon patch dug up and reconditioned, and trellises put in for sweet peas. It was a cold, wet, dirty day planting cauliflower, cabbage, peas, radish, and lettuce seeds in a light rain. Next day I planted the parkway in kale and cabbage. 8 days later, radish and kale sprouts had popped up. The rain had really helped. Now that my winter garden was planted, it was time to organize the seeds. This was getting exciting. Everything was coming up. Parsley, peas, broccoli, beets. These are all cool season vegetables. Carrots, cabbage, Swiss chard, and garlic. The last day of November, we got a downpour. I pulled a gutter away from the house to capture some rainwater. I got a little carried away. Watch this wet walking tour of my entire garden. Here goes. I had to speed it up a little. You'll hear a lot about my monarchs in the next few episodes, so stay tuned to Late Bloomer. In part 2, we'll check in with our veggies, plant some more seeds, learn how to thin seedlings, and we'll have a close encounter with fungi. You'll get a glimpse of the local wild parrot flock in action. No, you have to come back to see that. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. And share Late Bloomer with your friends. It's never too late to start growing vegetables. I'm Kaye, I'm a late bloomer. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I pulled a gutter away from the house to capture some rainwater. I barely spotted this perfectly camouflaged. And that's a wrap.